I watched 15 movies in 15 days. Now, I know that might not sound that big of a feat, but this is my first time doing anything like this ever in my life, and it's actually an incredibly fun experience. I've always been to film and movies and things of that nature, but I have never watched as many movies as I have this year alone, okay? And I'm incredibly happy that I was able to do this quote-unquote challenge. Last year, I watched more movies than I've ever seen in a single year, which was 27 films. This year, I'm already at 16 or 17. Which is crazy. The date of recording this is January 16th of 2026. So, you know, we motion. That's motion. I watched a wide variety of movies, from horror films to a kind of funny, kind of silly, to just really dark and really interesting. Just a wide variety. And I'm incredibly glad that I was able to do this. We also have a few honorable mentions that I watched on top of the 15 days, which is just random movies I might have watched with my family or just seen in general before I watched my movie for the day type of thing. Overall, we're about to go through every single movie I watched. I'm gonna give my little thoughts and review and that type of stuff. And I also have a tier list right here on my screen, a tier maker, whatever, and we're gonna be ranking every single one of these movies, all 15 of them, okay? And because this was so fun, this is not the end of this challenge. I'm gonna try to watch one movie a day for the rest of the year. I don't know how possible that is. I don't know if it's gonna actually even happen, but at least I attempted. Also, really quick, if you want to watch any of these movies with me, whether that's live or after it's posted, definitely slide over to my Patreon, patreon.com/MuneerTV. Link is in the description. I'll be posting all of my movie reactions from now. Some past ones that I've mentioned in this video have been recorded and are on the Patreon. Slide over to that. Support me directly, and we get to watch movies together. I'll be doing live streams and all of that stuff. And yeah, for sure. All right, enough with the yap. Let's actually start this off. This is in order, and the very first movie I watched of the year, January 1st, was Donnie Darko. Now, this was incredibly random. I'm a massive Jake Gyllenhaal fan. I didn't know how great of an actor he was, and this was one of his earliest roles. Donnie Darko was honestly very interesting, and one of my favorites on this list, not because I necessarily loved it or enjoyed it as an entertainment, but more as an art form. I really gravitated towards it, and I loved how they had everything play out with the story and just seeing everything line up. It was very enjoyable in that sense, but in terms of an art form, it was amazing in my eyes. I personally have Donnie Darko at I liked it, okay? Wait, I didn't even go through the rankings. We have peak, amazing, I liked it, it's okay, and just bad, okay? I have Donnie Darko at I liked it. It would be an amazing, but it's, compared to a lot of other movies on this list, it's not as high as it could be. If there wasn't as many bangers on this list, then it would be a lot higher. Next, on day 2, I watched Good Time with Robert Pattinson, and I believe both Safdie brothers directed this one. Good Time is... I really liked Good Time until one specific scene in the middle of the movie that fried the rest of the movie for me. And I know what the point of that scene was, but it kind of took me out of any like really in-depth feelings I had for the movie almost instantly. I'm not gonna talk about what the scene was. It's yuck, it's whatever. I really enjoyed this movie because the Safdie brothers, both of them, know how to make a good feeling of a chase the entire movie. We're gonna get into that more with Uncut Gems, which is a better version of that in my eyes for sure. Good Time was good. Robert Pattinson did a great job. His character was horrible. He had a horrible character that he was portraying. But he portrayed that well, I guess. And I think Benny Safdie also was his brother in this. I think it was Benny Safdie, not Josh. And he was great as well for his role. And so I would say I liked it, but I'm putting Good Time at it's okay. It's okay. I personally don't understand the massive hype that this movie has. I know it's good. It is good, but the fan base that it has made it sound like it's as good or on par with, you know, an Uncut Gems or a Mario Supreme, which I want to see the Smashing Machine too. I haven't seen that yet, but a lot of people made it seem like it was on par with that, which it personally is not at all. Next, day 3. we hit a bit of a banger on day 3. I've personally never seen Hereditary. I know it's a classic. I know it's one of the best horror films, like, honestly. And I heard so much about it throughout the years. This came out in what, 2018? So obviously I've heard, I think it was 2018. So obviously I've heard a lot about this movie. The homies all convinced me to watch this. Also, by the way, I'm watching every single one of these movies with the homies. Some of these I didn't, most of these I did. And we're gonna be trying to keep that up for the rest of the year. So remember the Patreon. Make sure to slide. Hereditary. Amazing, 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 amazing horror film. This is the pinnacle of good horror. This is what I want when I see a horror movie. Okay, I don't want jump scares, just mad in your face. I need that to build up for ages. Okay, I need to feel that sense of worry from the very first scene to the last scene. I'm still worried. I need that, and Hereditary pulled that off incredibly well. These are some of the best acting performances I have seen. I don't know I can't name any of the actors off the top of my head, but this is some of the best acting performances I have seen, especially for a horror movie. And just the way, the sound design for this movie, the way some scares were, amazing film. I have that peak. It's peak. It is. It's the epitome of a good horror film. I'm being so genuine. Next, day 4. Day 4, we had to kind of slow it down. All right, we went from like super high chase or super weird or just creepy, whatever, and we kind of just slowed it down to more of a detective movie, which is Seven. My 2 favorite actors right now is Jake Gyllenhaal and Brad Pitt. Prime Brad Pitt though. Brad Pitt is still a great actor, but him in the 90s was on something different, and I never experienced that. I wasn't even born yet. So I'm going back, and I'm starting to find a newfound love for those older movies, and Seven is definitely one of them. Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt did a big one. This story really unraveled itself incredibly well, and I was locked in. And the way, I'm trying my best not to spoil any of these movies just in case you haven't seen them, but the way this story unraveled and the twists and turns and the way it even ended is very good. Great. Even this mixed with Zodiac and I think another movie that I can't remember I've seen last year made me realize I have a newfound love for detective films or crime thriller type of movies. These are really enjoyable to me, and if you pull it off well, which David Fincher knows how to do, it's incredibly gas. So I got Seven as well at a peak. Okay, I know, 2 peaks back to back. I know, I'm wilding. Next up, I spun back on horror. I wanted to see something else a little scary. I wanted to have a good vibe, but be a little scared, be on the edge of my seat, which was Talk to Me. Now, the Rocka twins made this movie, which is why it's already gas. They went from making YouTube skits and videos back 10-12 years ago, and they were actually able to make a full-fledged movie with A24. Which I am so happy for them. But can I be completely honest? I didn't like this movie at all. Let's get the Rocka twins out of it. I didn't like this movie. I did it. This you know how just talking about Hereditary is the epitome of good horror and good like stakes. Talk to Me is the epitome of normal, horrible, stupid horror characters in these movies. I have no attachment to any character in this movie, and maybe that was the point, but it definitely came across really well because I hated every single person in this movie. It's just so stupid. Like, everybody was just so stupid. No one had a single brain cell, but they acted like they did until everything went downhill. So what's going on? I don't know. Incredibly shot film. This film looked really good. Like, it was shot really well. Great vibes, all of that. But I have to put it at, it's okay. I don't know. So I couldn't love it. I couldn't like it after a certain point. The first like 30-40 minutes, gas, and then they just start doing whatever. Not in terms of story. The story's good, but I'm saying the characters. I just hated every single character. Yeah. Next is day 5. Day 5 spun back on with the Safdie brothers. I don't know if this was both of them or just one of them. I don't know when they split, but Uncut Gems. Now I'm gonna be honest. Uncut Gems made me feel something I've never felt in my life. I've never felt so locked in to a a sport, like a basketball game, first of all. On top of that, I have never felt such a rush of adrenaline by just watching a screen. It's a really interesting. I don't know. I've watched a lot of movies in my life. I have, even though I may seem like I haven't. And I've never felt something like that before. And they also mess with that really well, which I hate. I hate Uncut Gems because of how it ended. And if you watch it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I love it for how it didn't care and the confidence that it had for that. Uncut Gems is definitely really good. Adam Sandler is amazing in this. Really, really amazing. And I just love how these movies always feel very fast paced. Like after the first opening and it's a little slower, once it picks up, it's up. It's just it's there, it's stuck. And I really, really enjoy that. I have Uncut Gems at an amazing. Uncut Gems was really good, spectacular film. I can't put it higher than that. Not even because of anything it did. It's just I just can't put it higher than that. It's really good though. It's great. Next, I had to get a romance out. I had to watch one romance. I was supposed to watch a comedy too, but I never ended up watching a direct comedy. So we'll get to that within the next 15 days or the next whatever. 365 days at this point. But I had to watch a comedy, or not a comedy. I had to watch a romance, which was Regretting You with Mason Thames and McKenna Grace. I don't have much to say about this movie. I can't lie. I liked it. I definitely liked it, and that's definitely where it's gonna go. I watched it. It had some twists that were interesting. It was very interesting. I watched it. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, that's about it. I don't really have much else to say. I really don't. Great film. Now, I know y'all gonna say this is insane. I've never seen Get Out. Okay, I've never seen it. And for day, oh wow, I lost track. For day 8, I decided that I would be watching Get Out. All right. Never seen it before. I know it's a classic. I know it was. I've heard all of that. I've heard all of it. Okay. And they weren't lying. This was great. This was a really, 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 really good movie. Really good movie. Get Out, I definitely understand why Get Out is where it is. And there's so many hidden references or just Easter eggs or just like certain things that they have in this movie that really makes it deeper than it looks. It appears on first glance, which I love. I love movies like that. I love having to kind of digest something a little longer than just watching it and I'm done. So Get Out was great. I have Get Out at a peak. I loved it. Okay. Next, I was still on Jordan Peele, the Jordan Peele vibe. All right. So I decided to watch, for day 9, I decided to watch Us. Now, Us was great. The performances in Us were amazing, especially from Lupita Nyong'o. But I didn't like it as much as everybody else. A lot of people say they love this movie and it's like really, really good. I didn't like it as much as everybody else. And I have to rewatch Nope, okay? Because I personally really, really like Nope. I have Nope over Us in my mind right now, but I haven't seen Nope in mad long, so I have to rewatch that. So don't take whatever I said for that in terms of that with a grain of salt. But in terms of my enjoyment for Us, I didn't enjoy it as much as everybody else I feel like did. And I don't know why. Maybe because it was hyped up and I was expecting more. I don't know. It was a great film. Amazing film, but I just liked it. You know, it was cool. I enjoyed my time watching it, but it was just okay. You know, I kind of watched it. I even watched the breakdown for Us and Get Out, and even after Us's breakdown, I was like, okay, yeah, I watched it. Yeah. So I don't know. Good vibes though. Good vibes. It was a great film. It was. Next, for day 10, I decided to tap into something a little different. I know this has a very large fan base. And so I decided to watch Whiplash. Whiplash, in the most basic terminology ever, Whiplash is Mario Supreme for musicians. All right. Whiplash is so good and it's so driven by dreaming big, and it has so many like twists, not even necessarily twists, but just major plot points that hold weight the entire movie. that I really enjoyed it. I think Whiplash is a great film for anybody that likes a safety movie. If it's Uncut Gems or Mario Supreme or Good Time, whatever, or The Smashing Machine, which I still have to see. I think I said that already. Whiplash, you would enjoy that too if you liked any of those movies. I think I'm gonna be completely honest. It's great. My dog, what's his name? My dog Miles Teller was in his bag, and I didn't know J.K. Simmons could act. Like I knew he could. I knew he was a notable actor, but I've only seen him as J. Jonah Jameson. That's literally all I know him as. So I honestly did not know he could act so well, and he was in his bag that whole movie, which I really enjoyed. So I gotta have Whiplash at amazing. All right, low key it might be a peak, but we're gonna nah. It's amazing. It's amazing. I've really liked Whiplash. It's so good, and I was glad to see Miles Teller in another role. He's one of my favorite underrated actors, up there with like Dylan O'Brien. I feel like they deserved a lot more, and I'm hoping that. I think Dylan O'Brien is in talks with Marvel to be in something, which I'm excited about. And I'm hoping that Miles Teller gets some major role soon. I don't know. I feel like, aside from Top Gun Maverick, which he had, which was cool. But yeah, great movie. Next, wanted to spin back on some horror vibes. I don't know. I don't watch horror movies, so it's very interesting to me to actually watch a horror movie. And so on day 11, I watched The Visit. The Visit I knew nothing about. Like most of these movies on the list, I don't watch any trailers for any of these movies. I don't do anything. I don't do any research. I try my best to go in as blind as possible. And so The Visit, I went in completely blind. There was a blindfold on and my eyes were closed. I didn't know what was happening. This has one of the most interesting and well played out twists I've seen so far in any movie in general, but also a horror movie specifically towards the end, which I really liked. That stuck with me. And as much as I hated homeboy, well, I can't remember his name, for rapping the whole movie, they all were in their bag. They all did really well, especially the children. They were acting. Their acting was amazing. Their mother is top 5 worst mothers of all time. I'm letting you know right now. No mother is letting anything like that occur that cares about their child. I'm sorry. Whatever. I don't know if this is spoiler territory. I don't think it is, but just The Visit was good. I liked it. I really did like it. It was very on the nose, but it wasn't too jump scary. It wasn't too overdoing it, which I am a big fan of. So I have The Visit at I liked it. Next, on day 12, I watched Demolition. Now, Demolition is genuinely what solidified me and my friend Lorenz Biscuits. It solidified our mindsets of Jake Gyllenhaal is a fantastic actor. Well, there's a scene in this movie where he is apparently crying to a mirror. But it depends on how you perceive it, because he's crying and then he like fixes himself up, right? And whatever. I perceived that as him not trying to cry. He wants to stay strong, whatever. My friend Lorenz Biscuits, he was like, no. He's trying to force cry. He's trying to make himself cry. He's trying to make himself feel sad or act like he's sad. We rewatched it like 3 or 4 times, and we came to that consensus that Jake Gyllenhaal is a fantastic actor. He's amazing. That was great, and that was great acting. And we've seen hints of that with Donnie Darko and things like that, and other movies I've seen with him in it. But fully seeing that play out was so. It was so interesting. Demolition is a great movie, by the way. It's a great movie. One of my favorites on this list for sure. And I really enjoy seeing Jake Gyllenhaal in these roles. I do. As much as it might pain him to be in all these sad roles, I really enjoy it. And I can't lie, I got Demolition at I might have Demolition at a peak. I can't lie. I really enjoyed this movie. I did a lot. But I could see how someone else might not like it as much as I did. If you're not a big Jake Gyllenhaal fan, you're not gonna appreciate it as much as I did. Does that make sense? I hope so. Anyways, day 13, I decided to watch something very random that the homies recommended to me, which is The Babysitter. Now, I didn't know anything about this. I found out about it the night before I watched it. All I knew was Bella Thorne and King Bashir's in it, and I was like, okay, what's going on? This is a definitely 2017 type of movie. I'm like, what's happening? What's going on? This movie was gas. I can't even lie. I really enjoyed it. It's so stupid, and I don't have a lot to say about it. Just go watch it if you haven't seen it. It's just so stupid, but really enjoyable. It's like eye candy in terms of story wise. It's like story candy. I don't know how to explain it. It's just you can't hate this. Like if you dislike this, you're thinking too hard. And so yeah, I really have the babysitter add-on. I liked it. It's really good. It's really good. It's really good. It's so bad that it's good. Does that make it? It's not horrible. It's not a bad movie. It's just like you just watch it. Just watch it. You'll understand what I'm saying. Next, day 14. We have 2 more days left. We watched F1. Day 14, we watched F1, and I'm not gonna lie to you. F1 is one of my is 100% one of my favorite movies on this list. And if I watched it last year when it came out in 2025, it would 100% be one of my favorite movies of that year of 2025 because it's incredibly good. Of course, once again, Brad Pitt did his big one, but Damson Idris was also doing his biggest one. And the shots and CGI in this movie was so good. The sound design was so good. All of these little intricate things was so good. And I love this movie so much. I honestly wish I was able to see this in theaters because it was so fire. There's not much for me to necessarily say about it. Story-wise is great, all of that, but just watch it if you like. Just watch it, okay? You will have a great time. I have to put F1 at a peak. But if I put F1 at a peak, I can't lie, I gotta put Demolition at an amazing. I have to keep that fair. I was thinking about it. Demolition is at top of amazing though. It's at the far top. It's really good. It's a peak. But F1 and Demolition are on 2 different spectrums of this art form, and I think F1 has that slight level over it. Demolition was as good as it is because of Jake Gyllenhaal. F1 was as good as it is because it's a great movie. Day 15 was low-key supposed to be a banger. All right, I was supposed to watch The Social Network with the homies. That didn't happen. Then I was gonna watch Frankenstein with Jacob Elordi and Oscar Isaac. That didn't happen. I have seen Frankenstein now since that, but that didn't happen on day 15 either. I was all by myself. I had to come up with something random at like 2 a.m. and I decided to just watch A Guide to Recognizing Your Sins. The only reason I wanted to see this movie was because of the cast. We have Channing Tatum, RDJ, Shia LaBeouf, Rosario Dawson, a few others I think that were really popular at the time or just popular in general. And I'm like, yo, this gotta be gas. I liked it. It was cool. Like, it wasn't a day 15 movie. I keep saying, I said this before with the homies. This could have been a day 3 movie. I could have watched this on day 3 and not felt anything. It was good. It wasn't bad. It's not a bad film. It's not. But for a day 15, it was like, okay, all right, you know, yeah, I watched that. Yep. Great acting performances. Channing Tatum's an amazing actor. From what I've seen, the range, to be fair, the range I've seen is Gambit and this. So, you know, that's not. I mean, it is a lot of range, but it's not a lot to base off of. But amazing actor Shia LaBeouf. Everybody knows Shia LaBeouf. I hope he comes back for Transformers. I really do pray. Yeah, I personally put A Guide to Recognizing Your Saints at it's okay. I enjoyed it. I liked it, but it's just, it was okay. It's an okay movie. I just talked for 34 minutes, pretty much straight. I'm tired. But this is the list. Let's do a quick rundown. For peak, we have Hereditary, 7, Get Out, and F1. For amazing, we have Demolition, Uncut Gems, Whiplash. For I Liked It, we have Donnie Darko, Regretting You, Us, The Visit, and The Babysitter. And for It's Okay, we have Good Time, Talk to Me, and A Guide to Recognizing Your Sins. For Just Bad, there was no bad movie I watched during this time period, okay? But we're not done. We do have 2 honorable mentions that I would like to add to this tier list that I watched during these 15 days, but I didn't count them as any of these like I counted these. It was either with family or it was during a day that I already watched the movie that I counted, and I didn't want to double up that much, so I just kept them as honorable mention. The 2 films that I am talking about is The Long Walk and The Edge of 17. We'll start off with The Long Walk, which I seen first. This movie was great. Performances were amazing. I enjoyed it a lot. Like, the second protagonist I guess protagonist is the word. I forgot his name. I don't know his actor's name either, but I'll put him on screen. He did an amazing job in terms of acting. His accent was interesting, but he did a great job. And of course, the main character also did really well. So, overall, great film. Not too much to say about it. Not too much to harp on. I'm gonna move this up to I'm gonna put this add on I liked it, but it's an honorable mention. Next is The Edge of 17, Haley Steinfeld. I usually only see her superhero works. This was really good. I'm putting this out on I'm just gonna put it out an amazing off rip. I really enjoyed this film. A lot of twists and turns, and I don't mean twists in terms of new information, something crazy. Nah, just really good. A roller coaster, I guess would be the word. And I really enjoyed it. I did. It's an amazing movie. So this is the tier list. This is what I've watched in the last 15 days of January. There's no bad movie on this list. There's movies I didn't like as much as others, but that's normal. Let me know what movies you've seen here, if you've seen all of these, if you've seen some of these, and let me know what you enjoyed the most out of any of these, if you have seen them. I'm gonna keep watching movies. I just watched Frankenstein for today, January 16th. I watched Frankenstein. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Every single movie on this list you can watch reaction with me as well as the homies on my Patreon, which I have already given you the link for. It's in the description. Go ahead and slide to that. I also do these live, so for any future movies I'm going to be watching, which I'm going to be watching almost a movie every day for the rest of the year, you can watch with me live on Patreon. So definitely slide to that as well. Make sure you slide. I swear you won't regret it. I promise. I'm gonna try my best to make sure you don't. Other than that, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Great 15 days. I'm excited for another 15, and then I'm excited for another 300 and whatever many days. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep rocking. Let me know what you want. Give me movie recommendations. You can do that here, but you're more prioritized if you do it on Patreon as well. So yeah, just let me know, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.